see you up there.
Hi, Time.
Hi, Ricky. So, it looks like we may have gotten a little bit more than what we had previously discussed finished.
Like that's ever happened before.
You know, it's kind of falls into the category of, oh, just a little bit more. Oh, just a little bit more. Oh, Time's just going to take 3 months off, and then we're just going to keep building, and he's not going to put out videos, so.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Well, I tell you what, this area looks great.
The credit goes to you. You're the one that did probably 90% of the designing.
90% might be a bit generous. You did the Yarrow house. You did quite a few other things.
I would say I pretty much did the Jarl house, and then everything around it was pretty much you.
I mean, I was left unsupervised, so...
That's a dangerous thing to do for sure.
Always.
But overall, pretty happy with how it turned out.
So now that we have, like, the entire Skyrim town finished, what do we say we kind of show the viewers a nice little update of the map so you can kind of put into perspective just how much of the area our mega base takes up?
I think that is a great idea. Except that means that we have to go get a bunch of maps.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you started a map room somewhere, so you'll have to show me where that's at.
Yeah, so, yeah, I can do that.
Alright, let's go. Okay, well, why don't you go ahead and show off your hard work, because let's be honest, I am no map maker by any means.
So I've been working with the maps a little bit. Some of it is still a work in progress, so please pardon the mess on the floor. But over here we have the map from day one on the server. This was exactly how the world generated before we did anything. And if you can recall, there was the village right by the front of the mountain, and that was where we kind of set up our shop to begin the season.
Well, I think I can see a few trees and a few fields set up.
That was us just trying to get enough food to not die on night one, basically. So, okay, This is really like day 2 on the server, to be fair.
Yes.
But the first week for sure. Then if we come over here, we've decided for some reason to dig out an entire river around the mountain and build a giant dragon.
And at this point, we moved our villagers into the dragon. So I wish we could have seen that weird dirt path ramp that we had the villagers riding up and in.
Oh goodness, that was a disaster. Over here is where we have built our storage room in the center of the mountain. And then also we have our first layer of terraforming over the front half of the mountain to the east side, where the town is and where the Yarrow house is now.
Wow, it looks so different without any builds and a lot of shulker boxes. You can see there was a lot of grinding going on.
Yeah, you know. Over here, I decided to actually expand the map because it wasn't big enough to figure out how much stuff we were doing. So
and also, I'd like to point out that there's a whole bunch of great pockets inside of this little frosted donut that we call our mountain.
Okay, so between this map and this map, though it's hard to tell, I went through and removed all the snow blocks of the mountain. So those pockets are the torches preventing snowfall layer, but the actual snow blocks, over 200,000 of them have since been removed by the time this map was done.
Wow. It also looks like we got our little tree in there too.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that little guy. And we got terraforming down the west side of the mountain. The river is now completely encompassing the entire area of what our Skyrim build looks like. And in the top right, you can see Boss's Dark Cathedral in the shopping district, just to get an idea of where we are in the server.
Very nice.
And then our most recent map that I just got done updating. We have now terraforming all the way around the mountain. We have the Bard's Leap to the south, which I don't know if you've gone to visit that yet.
I have not shown my viewers. I was just going to tell them to go and check out your video, being that was a project that you completely spear pointed and I just placed like 1 or 2 blocks.
That's fair. That's my little pride and joy. And then we have the Jarl house, the center town, and the old town we had originally. So This is the map as it is today.
Wow, what's progress? I mean, taking it from literally just standard Minecraft generation to an area that encompasses hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of blocks in just a few months is absolutely astonishing.
Yeah, and then right here is where going to be the next map where we do the inside of the mountain. So yeah, we dug out all that snow, but that's future expansion.
So the funniest part about that is that this is what the 6th map that we'll be doing, but we'll be working on the area that was literally designed first. So we've been hiding this since probably the first 2 weeks of the server. I've had this kind of designed up in creative.
Yep.
We've just been working around the mountain.
As one does, of course.
Gotta save the best for last, right?
Oh yeah. And if you're wondering why this little green patch still exists, it's a secret for the future. We'll see.
Secret project. Just know that the entire area surrounded by water is going to be finished. This will be one mega base.
That's an understatement.
I don't even know if there's another word for beyond mega. Omega.
Ooh. Fair enough.
Well, I guess we just need to stop procrastinating and maybe get started on the next bit of the project, huh?
I suppose.
All right. Well, I guess let's get to it.
Yep. Let's do that. time.
Well, hello, Ricky.
So I may have been placing a few blocks while you were gone.
Yeah, so I'm starting to see.
Yeah, there. If you look above us, there's now a roof.
That's wasn't there when I logged off earlier.
Yeah, we are currently above the storage room, and this was all not here before. And if we casually turn around as the sun is setting, actually,
Ooh, that's pretty.
that is really pretty. But yeah, we have been doing some awesome work in this area. Well, thank you,
Yeah,
Splashes.
I would say so. Wow, what progress?
So, if you recall, we had our floating Eldergleam tree. It's no longer floating.
Look at that. It fits right in there like it was supposed to be.
And I don't know if we want to talk about just the whole design of this whole area. For reference, this whole area, 90% of it, I'd say we designed the first week of the season, give or take.
Within, yeah.
So this is something that we've literally been gathering resources for and knew we were going to build at some point this season. And this week, I just kind of put everything else aside and really went at it.
You have put your nose to the grind wheel and have been busy. So I've seen on your streams, which, here's your selfless shout out to go check out Ricky's stream on Twitch.
Yes, I have been doing some Twitch streaming, and I will be doing a whole lot more here soon as well, finishing other elements of this, if you haven't seen it already. Though by the time of this recording, those streams have already come out, but there will be more, I promise. Lots of big work. But one of the...
yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, one of the cool things about the way we've got this laid out, we have our entrance, which currently is just a giant hole into a nothingness right now, but we have plans, I promise. We have plans.
That's where time has been. I've been working on that.
Yeah, but from in here, you should be able to walk, not needing an elytra, from here all the way to the ancient ruins, the Dwemer ruins, on the other side. And so we were being very careful. We were placing these broken down pillars and bridges and such to make it so that the entire place is accessible, albeit a little bit slow, but you can walk all the way around the area.
So to kind of play off of how this thing was designed, is this was kind of our rendition of the Lost of the Ages quest in Skyrim. I don't remember what the exact name of the Dwarven ruin area is called. Is something Handsman?
Editing Ricky will now remember to put this on the screen. I hope editing Ricky remembers to do this, because this is going to be very embarrassing if I don't.
I mean, honestly, here, I'll just type in the chat. It's something like that.
That checks out. Yep, that place. Well, if you recall our storage room, it is now connected via... You don't need to go in a elytra to get up to our storage room. This is not changed at all.
Finally not floating!
And then as we go across here, you can kind of go around these other pillars. We have a little flooded lake underneath, and just these rivers. Now the rivers, we're still working out a couple solutions, because apparently they're in a frozen biome, so the river started flooding on us, which who knew about that when we were in creative, not thinking.
Amazing what happens when you play with a 0-tick update.
You know, so that's something we'll have to address, but we will. I got several of your custom trees around, and then I believe, just for speed here, coming across here, we've talked about maybe adding in some stairs or something to this side, but right now, I mean, just from single block jumps, you can walk this path route all the way around the underside here, and then come over.
The thing to remember about this place is that it's technically ruined, so not everything's going to be pristine and, accessible. You're going to have to do a little bit of quote-unquote parkour to get through this area, because it's supposed to be, ruined. I mean, look at all these pillars that are falling over.
Oh, yeah. And then that lower section, if you go to the right, you can go up to the Eldergleam tree, or if we take our little underground cave, which I think I don't like that block.
That block particular, it can just leave.
It was time to go. But we have an underground cave and a couple holes that still need patched. My bad. And that brings us over to the Dwemer ruins that you so well designed. And I still need to go through and add wax to the copper and then get right back to the original colors. So, sorry. I ran out of time, so I didn't wax the copper. So this thing is going to start aging on us, but that's okay.
A little scaffolding, a little bit of wax will go a long ways.
But if I can, one of the things I want to try to do is hook up a little redstone to those target blocks to get it to open this door. I don't make any promises that will happen before the season's out, but I will try to get it done before the world download is available. I'm just running out of time.
Because this was supposed to be part of the Dwemer harmonic lock, I believe is, or tonal lock.
Right.
That you saw actually in that ruin, where you had to find the right order to unlock it.
And then if we keep coming around, now this is one of my little favorite parts. You know, as we're just traversing this crazy ruined area, these broken down ruins, you can actually go inside and travel around the ruins so you can get aerial views of the area. Just kind of look down and see everything around you.
Oh, that's so cool.
And you can walk all the way around the area from above as well. So an elytra is not necessary, although it is convenient, to get around this area and see it from above.
Oh, that's so cool. I love how it's one of those things where you wouldn't think that, hey, this is a actual, like, aerial pathway, sky bridge. Because you look at it, you're like, oh, that's just ruins that are falling all over the place. We didn't think to get out and walk on it.
I need to fix this part here, it looks like.
Oh.
Oh no. Don't look! I wasn't finished, apparently.
No! Avert your eyes!
And then up here, we actually have what's going to be another waterfall coming around from above and then falling to the one side where you come in. And then
look at that.
We talked about maybe putting like some broken ruin or something up here, or maybe just putting some trees up here and have this be a little grotto.
Yeah, we're starting to get a little tight on time, so it's just kind of we wanted to get this in here.
Right. This very well may just be a few trees around a little grotto, and that'll be okay. I think that would be cool.
Not everything has to be 100% fully detailed. This is kind of one of those areas that you're just supposed to look at the grand perspective of it. Like, it's just the sheer scale. I mean, come on, guys. Like, look at the size of this area.
Speaking of scale, would you like to go check out something underneath the storage room?
In our super secret location?
The super secret location that we have not shown on camera at all, but are doing right now. Alright, come on in.
Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, we are at a super secret location that obviously no one knows how to get here at all.
Not at all.
But I updated the world map a bit.
Oh, just give me 1 second. Oh my goodness.
So,
look at that.
Over here we have Starter Town with Sunflower Square up here and its beautiful square sunflower glory. And comes on down, we have the entire shopping district here. And if you were to take a look at the size of just this inner bowl that we just finished here, these 4 maps right here, it is the same size. Actually, I think it's actually bigger than the downtown shopping district area. That's taken a season to build.
And multiple people. And Ricky did 95% of this. I just joined the first little bit.
But Skyrim as a whole basically encompasses the shopping district, starter town, and everything in between, just to get an idea of the size of this build.
One thing that I like is this sheer scale of Skyrim has finally, it took all season, but dwarfed Alduin. He finally looks in scale.
It took a long time coming, but that's okay.
We had it planned from the get-go.
So, yeah, we have our interior of Skyrim now in a good spot. A couple finer details to do, but overall, a lot of building done in a very short amount of time.
Amazing work.
Oh, now to the next project.
As always. There's always something else to do on ZetaCraft.
Always. Well, I think it's safe to say that this has been an absolutely massive project. A huge shout out goes to Time Architect, Boss Builds MC, and Geek Speak for helping to place some of the blocks here. But this is just going to be dwarfed by our next project. And in fact, our next project is so big, I've had to put a construction hat on because we are going to be literally moving 500,000 blocks here soon. It's going to be massive. But unfortunately, that's going to have to wait until our next episode. So you're going to definitely want to stick around for that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this one. It was a lot of fun working on the center of our Skyrim base area. It's coming along really good. Would love to hear what you guys think of it. And until next time, this has been another great episode of Minecraft with Ricky on ZetaCraft. See ya!